Welcome, my beautiful patrons. Welcome to this week's prediction. We're just gonna see, what's the advice, what's the guidance, what you should do for the week, what spirit would like for you to focus on, and essentially, what is coming. So there are three groups in front of you. You have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. You have 3 doors. Now, the first door, it's kind of an interesting one, very rustic looking, but truly beautiful. This is group 1. Let's take a closer look at group number 2. Not really a door, but epic nonetheless. And then we have here group number 3. This one is a nice one. Alright, so I am going to include the timestamps in the description below for you seekers so you can fast forward to your groups. Please do that now. Welcome, group number 1, to your weekly predictions, guidance, advice reading. So the first card is from the Divine Doors Oracle. This is the beautiful door that you picked. Let's see what's behind this door. Morning Memory. Okay, let's get a close-up of this. Morning Memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn are inspired. Source. Beautiful. And then we have here the Moonology cards. This is a deck that I haven't used in a while, but I want to use it in this reading. I just felt it calling to me. So let's see what your Moonology card is for the week. It's time to release negativity. Oh, wow. All right, so let's talk about these 2 cards for a moment, and then we'll throw some tarot. So you've got here a combination of healing and releasing. And so what that essentially means is that there's been some kind of drama, some kind of negative energy around. Maybe there's just this bad blood going on for some of you. Whatever this is, this is the week where you have to, in some ways, just release it, let it go, forgive, and move on. This is not going to help you in any way. It's only going to poison you further. And that's essentially what this negative energy does. It just poisons you further. So release whatever negative energies are around you. Let them go. You have a message from the Morning Memory of essentially pretty much telling you, rise anew like the sun every single morning. So be a beacon of happiness. Be a beacon of hope. But for yourself first and then for others. And so, it's important for you for this week to really focus on your happiness, focus on your joy. Do not let anything negative come into your space, because it will seem to, there seems to be this energy here of potentially regressing or going back into some kind of bad old pattern that you left behind. And, now you're trying to essentially move towards something new. But if you don't release this negative energy here, you're going to essentially take steps backwards, and you don't want that. So let's throw some tarot and see if we can uncover more information. We are going to use, we're going to use a different deck. We're going to use the Heaven and Earth. And let's see what the Heaven and Earth has to tell us here. So what is the week going to look like for you? What is coming? All right, you've got the Lover's card upright. That's beautiful. Let's take a look and see what else is the advice. All right. Okay, so we've got a lot of information here. This is good. So the first card out was the 9 of Cups reversed. All right, and this is a very telling, very important card, because this is essentially talking about your happiness, your mentality, your thought process, your emotional state. The fact that it's reversed tells me that this week there might be a tendency for you to be upset, for you to be maybe a bit down, or just not feel completely blessed or happy for what you have in your life. There's gonna be a tendency for you to want to just kind of cave in and succumb to that negative energy. And so the thing that spirit wants for you to take away from this is that, you have to fight against it as much as you can. And you have to remember that, inherently there is a lot of good things out there. There is beauty, there is love. There's this essentially an energy for this week that's going to help you, that's going to move you forward, that's going to remind you of that undying love that exists. And so the fact that you've got the Lovers card in this reading telling you that, potentially this is what's coming for this week, we could essentially say that there might be a new relationship coming for you this week. So this relationship might actually be, your soulmate. This might be someone who potentially might be someone who you are going to marry in the future. So this is a very interesting card. Okay, this is a very interesting card. The fact that it's the Lovers card. We can interpret that in a different way. We can say that it's important to have self-love, and it's important to tap into the universal love available to us. Love everything, love everyone, and that's the. It starts with you, right? It starts with you loving yourself, accepting yourself, being happy with yourself, and that kind of energy just radiates out of you, and the energy and the universe just feeds off of that. And so what I feel when I look at this is, for some of you, there might potentially be a love interest coming, a reignition, or a reanimation of something, a rekindling is what I meant to say, sorry. A rekindling of, a relationship that didn't work out before. Things became a bit too chaotic. You just weren't happy, they weren't happy, and unfortunately, things just didn't work out. There might be a rekindling this week for some of you. For others, this could really just be talking about you manifesting something when it comes to love for this week. Very interesting. So one of the reasons why you have to try and bring forth this energy of happiness and joy and prosperity is because of the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, both reversed. So you've got here Empress energy. The Empress sits in her throne, content, happy, joyous for what she has. She knows that she's prosperous. She knows that she will be successful. She knows that things are going to work out for her benefit, okay? The fact that it's reversed tells me that there's an inability to really accept that, to go with the flow, to understand just how much value you bring and how valuable you actually are. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, we have essentially the same thing, the same kind of Empress energy, but now the Queen of Pentacles focuses more on career pursuits, tangible assets, valuable things. The Queen of Pentacles is the queen of value. She's grounded in the earth. She knows what to do, how to invest her money wisely. She knows what to essentially do with her time. This is a woman that is very resourceful. And so it's almost like if your unhappiness is going to bring an energy of unresourcefulness. You're not going to be able to see your way out of situations. You're not going to comprehend why things might be happening. You're going to lose sight of what's truly valuable and important in your life. And you cannot allow that to happen, because then you will be taking some steps backwards, and you don't want to take steps backwards. You want to move forward. You want to be successful. So this energy of happiness and joy and contentment and releasing negative energy, this is something that needs to happen for you this week. All right, so let's do some oracle cards. Let's try and get some just messages from the oracles. Since we use the Moonology cards, I'm going to use another old deck that I've loved to use in old past readings, but I haven't. It's the Oracle of the Unicorn. So we're going to throw just one, and we're going to see what the unicorns want for you to focus on for this week. Leadership. Okay, so you've got a message here of leadership from the unicorn. Step into your leadership. Share your message. Inspire and empower others. Beautiful. So, it ties in beautifully with the energies that are around you, with what you're attracting. I feel like there are eyeballs on you. That's another thing. It's a good thing that we got this card, because now I can bring it around and put it all together. There are eyeballs on you. All right, now this can be a potential lover, partner, family members, just people. People have their eyes on you. They kind of count on you for that leadership. They look to you. And so it's almost like if, You may not see the importance of being and projecting something, but this projection is going to essentially assist you as you move forward in life. And understand, the Queen of Pentacles energy is the card of value and money and career. So for some of you, the fact that you are maybe unhappy and just feeling a bit emotionally drained, because of your unhappiness and maybe the fact that you can't have something that you want, or just emotional problems, right? Where you just feel like maybe a bit depressed or down. That energy is going to, in many ways, affect you because people won't see that leadership in you. And I feel like you have that leadership quality. You know how to lead people. You know how to step forward and show people how to do things. And so it's important for you to show that this week. This could be talking about your career, your finances, because opportunities are going to be abundant. And so, and that abundance might not come this week. You might not see it. You might not be able to reap it. But you're setting the stage for it. And you start doing that by showing just how happy and joyous you can be. Being happy inside, right? And that energy just shines out of you. And people see that in you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw an Animal Love Oracle. Let's see what the Animal Love Oracle has to share with us. Let's see. Coyote. All right, so you've got the Coyote for the week. Mischievous, resourceful, and thoughtful action. All right, so it's an interesting energy with the Coyote, because the Coyote is essentially telling you to have fun, right? Be mischievous, go out there and do what you want to do. It's like an energy of you're released, you're free. You can go out and do what you want to do. You don't have to repress yourself. You don't have to hold back. You can be yourself, whatever that self is. And so whenever I see the word mischievous, is go ahead and release what's inside you. Show it to the world. Be you as much as you can. And so, resourceful. It's interesting that you've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed and now you've got the keyword resourceful. So, for those of you that might be having a little bit of money troubles, maybe some issues at work, understand that this negative energy and feeling bad about it is not going to change the situation. The only thing that's going to change that situation that you're going through, whether it be financial or health, I feel that it is definitely financial. I feel for some of you, not all of you, but I feel like the situation will not get better unless you change your emotional state. And that is a very difficult thing to do. I mean, trust me, it is incredibly difficult going through some financial troubles and trying to be happy and trying to see the positive side of things. That's the most difficult challenge that we as humans have to overcome. But if you can overcome it, there will be victory on the other side of this. There will be victory. And so that's the thing, the hardest battles, the hardest challenges that you are able to overcome and defeat are essentially what sets you forward, what moves you forward, what gets you to that next step, that next phase in your development. So thoughtful actions. I feel like thoughtful actions are important because it's like, this is what's going to, this energy of happiness, right? It's what's going to essentially lead you forward and what's going to help you when it comes to finding the value, finding the resources, finding the right actions and the right just the right elements to create something. And so if you are upset, if you allow any kind of negative energy in, you're going to miss that. You're going to miss that resourceful energy. And so it's important for you to release it, let go of it. And this week is definitely something where, there's a lot of table setting for what's coming. So we're going to throw one more Oracle card. Let's see what your Moon Magic card is for the week. Let's see what direct message we can take from it. All right, so this is the artwork associated with your card. And the message: I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. That ties in beautifully with this entire reading, group number 1. So say that this week. Let that be your quote for the week. Let that, write that down somewhere. Read it over and over again whenever you feel down, whenever you feel that despair. Say it over and over again. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. And you will have your yield. All right, so group number 1, thank you so much for watching. I just want to thank you for your support right now. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to your weekly predictions, guidance, advice. All right, so you picked some interesting oracle cards here. This is an epic door to go through, right? It looks like almost like a portal into another time. So let's see what the message is. A distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through the sunlight and rain. I need you near. Ooh, interesting. All right, so let's put that aside. Now, we're going to review the Moonology cards. Haven't used this deck in a while, but I felt to do it for this reading. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what your Moonology card is for the week. Confidence is your key to success. All right. New moon in Leo. Interesting. So, we can take a lot of different interpretations from these two cards, so we're definitely going to need some tarot to try and focus in on the message. But what I see here is that there is something that you've been trying to manifest, right? A distant kiss and a prayer flag, I wish of all wishes. And so it's like you've been wanting something, you've been thinking of it. Maybe there's been some kind of visualization magic going on here where you are trying to see it and feel it and just kind of revel in the fact that it's already here. So that is the ultimate form of manifestation. And I feel like you've been doing that work for something. This could definitely be in your career. We do have here a Leo, which is a symbol of leadership, right? This is fire energy. This is an energy of being in a place of authority, being in a place of leadership. And so you're being asked to be confident for this week. Confidence is going to be the key to your success, right? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what is coming. Let's go ahead and see what the Star Tarot has to show us. All right. So, you've got some interesting cards here. You've got the Seven of Swords reversed, Six of Cups upright, Knight of Wands upright, and the Ace of Swords reversed. And so what I see here with these cards is that an opportunity is going to arise, and that opportunity is going to, it could be in some kind of career and financial venture. I feel like you are going to be tasked with something, and that something might be in your job. That this is definitely an energy here, or in school if you're in school, going to school right now. But there's an energy here, an opportunity for success, and there's someone that's going to come and help you achieve that, and it's evident by the Six of Cups here. So you've got here the energy of a unicorn. Unicorn is flying away. And you both are kind of working together to make it, to essentially be successful in whatever pursuits you guys are choosing to follow. So the fact that you've got the lotus flowers here in the sun, just a symbol of beauty, happiness, joy, contentment. So this can mean that a new friendship might be born this week. This can mean that a new lover might come into your life, which is interesting because group number 1 had kind of the same kind of vibe in the same position. So interesting. And the fact that you've got here this card, right, a distant kiss and a prayer flag. So you've been praying for someone. So potentially you could have been praying for, a lover, someone who, or a friend, someone who's distant, right, who's essentially hasn't been around, and you wish that they were around. So, I'm seeing friendships. Okay, I'm seeing friendships. I'm seeing someone who is going to motivate you, who's going to assist you, who's going to inspire you to move forward. And so you need this motivation. And the reason why you need this motivation is because, you've been trying to achieve something. And I feel like it's almost like you've been in a battle. It's like you've been struggling. Yeah, you're having trouble finding words, you're having trouble finding ideas to maybe break into some kind of new industry or a new field, or maybe you've been trying to stand out, but it's been very difficult for you to stand out. And so, this, again, this can be in your career, it can be in your finances. But you've been wanting to stand out, you've been wanting to be seen, and it's been very difficult for that to happen. And so you've been trying very hard. But for some reason, I feel like this friendship, this person that's coming into your life, is going to assist you, is going to motivate you. They're being kind of represented here by this Knight of Wands energy, which is the wand, the knight that says, no worries, we're going to move forward, we're going to be successful, we're going to have victory. Just one more step and we will get there, right? So an energy of success and overcoming like none other. And so, but there's also a sense of youthful exuberance with this, right? So it's also very playful kind of energy, a very young kind of energy with this Knight of Wands. So there's this opportunity that's going to open up for fun with this person, and if it's not fun, why do it, right? But, interestingly enough, I feel like you've been looking for some guidance. That's right. It's the reason why we've got the Seven of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed. You've been looking for a spark, and this is the week that you get that spark. All right. And you are being tasked, I guess, when you get that spark, when you feel that motivation, that inspiration to do it, whatever this thing is that you're trying to accomplish, when you feel that spark, Spirit is tasking you with having the confidence, right? Have confidence in yourself. Even if you feel like, I can't do this, even if you feel like it's too much, there's too much pressure, this is something that can break me. Have the confidence to say, fear will not rule me. I will be successful. This day is mine. Have the confidence to have that kind of energy, that kind of disposition, and things will work out for you in a very positive light. Confidence is your key to success for this week. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracles. I want to throw an oracle of the unicorn. I haven't thrown one of these in a while. As you seekers probably know. So we're going to go ahead and throw one right now. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we get. Possibility. Oh, I like that. I've always loved this unicorn. Okay, so the unicorn of possibility. All right. Raise your standards, group number 2. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Okay, so again, beautiful. It's like some of you are in the dark. Some of you don't want to be seen. Maybe you're a bit fearful of what may come, of what people may say, of the things that are going on. But hey, you have an energy here like none other. You are successful. You can do this. You are masterful in your field. And it's like all you have to do is just really get out there and just show the world what you're made of, right? And so sometimes that's the hardest thing, to show the world what you're truly made of. That can be the hardest thing. But this is the week that's going to offer you the opportunity to show. All right, and you're going to get some help, and I think that you've been needing that help. So that's a beautiful thing to know. The help is coming. Reinforcements are on their way to you. All right, so let's go ahead and throw an animal oracle, and let's maybe see if we can pick up on some more keywords for this week that we can tie into your reading. So the animal love oracle card for the week is a mermaid. Wow, enchanting, unconventional, and strong convictions. Beautiful. Wow. All right, so there's definitely many things that we can say about this mermaid tied into your reading. So number 1, the keyword enchanting, right? The fact that you are almost being represented by this mermaid and the keyword enchantment is present tells me that there is an energy about you like none other. And so potentially you may feel like you are not going to be successful at this. Maybe you feel like, I can't have this, or it's not going to happen for me. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, but no, it's no way it's going to happen for me. Well, what this mermaid is telling you is that you have an energy of enchantment. It is in many ways going to happen for you. And the reason why, it's because you have that energy about it. You were destined to do this. So whatever you feel in your heart intuitively, that's for you, right? It's like, I know that I can do this. I know that I can be masterful in this if only I'm given the opportunity. I know that I can do a good job. And so maybe the opportunity has not come right now, but it will. And one of the reasons why is because you are an enchanting human being. And so, there's also an energy here of just love, and this love and this kind of like beautiful, almost serene kind of energy tells me that opportunities will be present for you when the time comes. And they're going to come through unconventional methods, unconventional ways, right? That's why we've got the second keyword there being unconventional. But you have to have a strong conviction in what you want, right? You have to know that I want this, so I'm going to work towards this. You can't give up. You can't be a quitter. Because if you really want it, you have to keep going. You have to keep striving. You have to keep moving forward. You have to be confident. The world is going to demand the best of you. And you have to give that. You have it inside of you. But, you have to have strong convictions to be able to move forward and be successful in what you want to be successful in. So remember, raise your standards. Elevate your expectations, right? So let's see what the final oracle card is going to be for your week. This is from the Moon Magic Oracle deck. Look at this. So your affirmation for the week is, my words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. That is your affirmation for the week. Okay, that's something that you can focus on when you feel like maybe potentially things aren't working out as best as you would want them to. So my words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. All right, so really think about that very strongly, very mightily. And that is what I see here, Seekers, for your week. So I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you, patrons, for helping me, for assisting me. Thank you for your love. I hope you all have a wonderful, tremendous week. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your weekly predictions, guidance, advice reading. Now, you picked a very beautiful door, by the way. This is probably the door I would have picked, because this is gorgeous. So let's see what the message behind that door is. A stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Ooh, wow. All right, I like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and also use the Moonology cards. I haven't used the Moonology decks in a very long time, but we're going to do it now. Let's see what your Moonology card is for the week. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and sit on these 2 oracle cards here for a little bit, and then we'll throw some tarot. So, when I look at these cards and I try to intuitively put them together, it feels like there's something that you're trying to accomplish, for sure. You have a dream, you have ambitions, you're essentially, at this moment in time, it seems like it's really just a dream. It's really just a vision, right? It's like maybe potentially it's a hobby, not really a full-on business yet. And so the reason why you're being told that you need to set up a practical plan is because, your dream is going to require that. At some point, your dream has to make the transition from a hobby to a business. And that's a very difficult transition, because now this thing that you love, which you love because it's been your hobby for a while, or something that you enjoy doing, now all of a sudden you have to adjust, and now it's like it's no longer really a hobby, it's a business. You have to do it day in, day out, and you have to provide value. So it can become a bit stressful at times, and so you're being tasked this week to come up with a plan, a practical plan on how you're going to do this. So Spirit is essentially telling you, listen, you have made a decision. You know what you want, and you know what? You're right for wanting it. It's a beautiful dream. You need a practical plan. You need to be able to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to follow these steps to make sure that I get there as effectively as I possibly can. And so you have to get after it. You have to really motivate yourself to set up a very, very detailed plan on how this is going to work out. Now, the beautiful thing is that you're going to receive assistance this week. All right, this is gorgeous. So you're going to receive reinforcements. You're going to receive assistance from a stranger, someone that you don't know. And so, this person can be someone that you potentially start following on social media. Maybe you see their content and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. And they're going to maybe add a piece to the puzzle that you've been missing, right? So this is definitely something that I feel is going to be the theme for this week, right? You seeking and trying to find more information on how to make your dream a reality, coming to the understanding that at some point you need to stop treating this like a hobby and like a little side thing, and then put more time and effort into this if you're really going to see this through. And obviously, your dreams, they don't have to be career oriented. They don't have to be entrepreneurship ventures. They don't have to be your job. It can simply be whatever you're trying to manifest and bring into existence, right? There has to be a plan. It's very difficult to just, wake up and just decide to just do whatever you feel you want to do for that day, right? That's what you do on a day off when you want to relax. But very much so, you need a structured plan. You need a practical plan on how you're going to make your dreams a reality. And so Spirit is tasking you with this for this week. Spirit is telling you, hey, I know your dreams, I know your ambitions, and I know that I know them because essentially I put them there, right? It's like you decided that you wanted to do that. This is why you're here. So this is your purpose. And so, you know what you want, but now it's time to put the pieces. It's time to lay the foundation underneath that so that you can build on top of this thing that's so wonderful and beautiful. And the beautiful thing about this is that Spirit is willing to send you help, right? It's like help is coming for you. Help is here. And so, for this week, I think that one of the guiding messages is be aware, be alert, right? Don't let your ego creep in and say, hey, I already know what I need to know, all right? I don't need any advice. I don't need anyone to tell me anything. I know what I know, and that's it, period. Let go of that for this week. Really, you should let go of that for the rest of your life, because it's a very it's a mentality that will only seek to keep you where you are, and keep you from growing and expanding and moving into new territory. And that's what we want, right? We don't want to stay stuck in the same place. We want to move forward. We want to be successful. And so, in order for you to do that, you have to release the ego. You have to be willing to learn from anyone, right? Even the smallest little animal out in the world. You have to be willing to learn and see and observe and take in. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. Anyways, what I was really getting at with that is that there's a stranger coming. There's someone that you're going to learn from, and this person has the piece that you need. So just be aware, be alert. Seek as much as you can, not to the point of exhaustion, obviously. And I feel that this message is going to find you. I mean, it's for you. It's destined to find you. My goodness, these cards are jumping. All right. So what is coming for this week? What is coming for this week? My, oh my. In all three groups, there's been a little bit of a love connection going on. One of the groups had the Lover's card. Now you have the Two of Cups. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. So Two of Cups energy. This is a love, right? This is a love interest. So for those of you that are potentially looking for your soulmate, you're waiting for your soulmate. It's something that this is a dream maybe, maybe this is your dream, right? This is the week that you work towards this, right? This connection, this beautiful, blissful connection between two people coming together. And so now how do we tie that in with you need a practical plan and you're going to receive some help? Well, some things need to be taken care of, right? Before you can get into a relationship with someone. it's important for you to maybe address your body, your health, your habits, your space, your cleanliness. There's just those are just like the most minute things. Really emotionally, how are you deep inside? Your state of mind. Are you mentally ready for a relationship? Are you sure that you are going to act appropriately? Do you still have issues that stem from old relationships? Are you going to be the type that gets jealous and maniacal when something goes wrong? So, it's like, if you are trying to manifest this, if this is something that you've been wanting to bring into your life, it's time for this week to really find the things that you need to kind of release and let go of, to invite that beautiful energy in. Now, obviously, we do have Ten of Pentacles energy here. So for some of you, this is going to also impact your career, right? It's going to impact your finances. This is your entrepreneurship ventures. It almost feels like with the Prince of Swords reversed, potentially you haven't been dedicating enough time to reading, to instructing yourself, to learning that skill. If you have an idea and you have a dream and you really want to do this and you want to be successful at this, you have to be a master of this craft. You have to know everything. And so that means you have to read every book out there. It means you have to try and take in as much information as you possibly can from the professionals and the mentors that are actually successful at this. Ideally, you just have to examine what they are doing, how they are doing it, and just try and emulate that, right? Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just try to see what you can add to it. How can you make it better? And so, it stems from a lot of reading, a lot of writing, a lot of thinking, so when it comes to your career, it's important because I feel like your family is going to be affected by this, and your family is going to, in many ways, depend on this dream, on this entrepreneurship venture, or just, career that you're trying to pursue. So it's very important that you get this right. And I think that that's the reason why you're going to receive help, right? So, and this help might be coming from a very good friend. Two of Cups energy is really a lover's kind of energy, but maybe this person has a bit of a crush on you. This person really likes you to the point where, hey, I'm willing to do anything for you. It's like, I just want to help you. Okay, I want to make sure that you're successful, right? So I'm kind of feeling that for some of you. So yeah, this is definitely something that you need to pursue. Be open to receiving this. I feel like this week is it's going to be a challenging week to the point where it's like you're going to build character. You're going to build strength, which is why you've got this strength card showing up here for you. This is the week where you really get it together. All right, so we're going to throw an oracle card. We're going to throw an oracle of the unicorn. Let's see what we get here for the week. Polarity. Oh my. Yeah, definitely a tough week. When I say tough week, I just mean a character building week. A week where you learn, where you transform yourself, where you realize something. So, you've got polarity here. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So, we can't get rid of our shadows, right? We can expose them, we can recognize them, we can know that they're there, we can master them, we can use them, but we can't get rid of them. So it's time to find out, how your shadows have affected you, how they've kept you down, away from being able to make this dream a reality. It's time to potentially do some shadow work as well. So, there's an energy here of exploration for this week, group number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and throw an animal card. And let's see what maybe we can pick up on some other key words for the week. The animal love. Peacock. All right, so you got peacock energy, immortality, renewal, and making a difference. Oh my, this is beautiful. This is almost an inspirational message from Spirit to you. It's like, listen, through your work, you will be immortalized. All right, you will be able to make a difference. All right, your beauty is going to radiate. It's going to inspire. It's going to uplift. It's going to move forward. It's going to be very prosperous. Now, for those of you that potentially are trying to, manifest this relationship with this person, understand that that relationship is just as much as, important as the career. This is essentially in the totality of these things, right? For some of you, it's building a family that's most important, and that family will in many ways make a difference in the world. So I feel like a lot of you picked this group because there's definitely different storylines developing here, but this is definitely a week to build character. This is a week where you are able to vanquish any kind of negative thought patterns. So we're going to go ahead and throw a moon magic card. Let's see what the moon magic cards have to reveal to us. All right, so this is the image associated with your moon magic, and the message is, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Wow. I mean, so this is your affirmation for the week, okay? This is your affirmation for the week. And what a powerful affirmation. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. My goodness. I mean, yeah, that is your affirmation for the week, 100%. Based on this entire reading, that is the card that you needed to get. So, truly beautiful. That brings us to the very end of the reading. Thank you so much for watching group number 3. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye-bye.